So Scott, we talk about ventilation all the time. It's like, it's always getting brought up.
Yes.
I want to cover with the customers why that's important.
Right.
And really how it affects them.
Right. So, I mean, you don't normally think roof and think ventilation. Here's why you want to always be aware of what kind of ventilation system you have going on in your attic. So, to shingles, heat is, the biggest factor that's going to cut down on the lifespan of that shingle. So what we're assessing is, do you have, and I'm just going to use this as an example. If this is the top of your roof here, and this is the bottom down along here, you want to have air coming in the bottom and going all the way out the top of your roof. You want to have it creates kind of a cycle that if you, let's say you have good insulation in there, but your insulation is coming out and blocking your eave line down along the bottom, no air is coming in the bottom here and working its way out the top. So your attic is overheating. So what happens, with shingles is your attic is actually gonna bake your shingles. So they're gonna get too hot, then they're gonna lose their lifespan. To where, we're installing a 50-year shingle, you might only get 25, 30 years out of it because your attic system wasn't set up properly. Another thing we're looking, let's say you're looking at metal. So if you can picture, we're also, when we're checking your attics, we're looking at your insulation because especially for metal, if you can picture in the winter time, if you have heat in your house and it's rising up into your attic, it has to go somewhere. Heat always rises. So if you can picture heat rising into your attic, and if you have poor insulation, that heat's coming into your attic, you have cold on the outside and metal in between. Well, we all learned in school, cold and metal and heat creates condensation. So if your attic is getting too much heat into it, then your metal is going to condensate and it's going to look like it's leaking, like it's going to look like water's coming down through it, when really it's just a condensation issue. So that's something you want to be aware of, because if you allow that to go on, it's going to ruin your sheeting, you're going to get mold, and you're actually going to have eventually brown spots on your ceiling and have to, do a whole lot of work. So yeah, ventilation is a very, very important key, and it's something that, not everyone knows about or takes the time to check. But like what we'll do when we inspect your attic, let's say you are low in insulation, then when we're there changing out your roof, we go ahead and, fill it up to the proper R value that's supposed to be. And make sure that's all, in line for you, to where, we don't want you putting on a lifetime roof and have it being voided by, a poor insulation or poor ventilation.
We're looking at the whole system together,
right,
to make sure that we're telling our homeowners about everything that could possibly be going on.
Right, because each product that we're putting on should be the last, roof that you're putting on. So we want to make sure that it's, performing up to
and
what it
we
should.
provide a very good 10-year workmanship warranty on what we're doing.
Correct.
So in addition, that makes us, we have to make sure that we do it right. We'll come back out, we'll fix it, but we're going to make sure we do it right the first time.
Correct.
At the beginning, so. All right, thanks for explaining that for us.
For sure.